Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiana. I feel like I low-key forgot how to film a YouTube video because I just haven't done it in so long. I think the last one I filmed was November for my birthday. But anyway, today's video is going to be me discussing my radiation treatment journey. So, you know, follow me on Instagram, subscribe, whatever. But yeah, so the past couple months have been honestly like really crazy and like emotional for me, but I'm proud to announce that today on March 13th 2024 I completed 28 radiation treatments and I'm completely done. Like, that was all I had to do. Like, I'm freshly out of radiation. I have some like markings on my face from the mask, like indentations, and I still have my wristband on, but I'm so happy. Like, I got to ring the bell today. I'm gonna insert a clip of that here.
Take the mask off.
Yeah, like, I rang the bell. I did 28 radiation treatments to treat my pituitary adenoma. I had a growth hormone secreting pituitary adenoma, and this is gonna be part of my like brain series that I have on here. Like, I have a whole playlist and it goes from my first brain surgery to my second, and then now my radiation treatment. I would say like watch all those videos if you're interested, because it's a lot to like unpack and I want to keep this video concise. But in 2021 I found out that I had a pituitary adenoma, and then I found out through an endocrinologist that it was secreting growth hormone, which can cause a disease called acromegaly, which is like really bad. And it's not like immediately life-threatening, but like it's pretty serious. So like obviously I had brain surgery, and then that first brain surgeon couldn't get all of it, so then I had a second brain surgery at MD Anderson Cancer Center with a skull-based specialist. So he specializes in the exact tumor that I had, because your pituitary gland, I guess it's like at the base of your skull, it's kind of like back here. And he had to do a more specialized surgery because it was close to like my carotid artery, my optic nerve, branches of my trigeminal nerve. So he was like very skilled and he got as much of it as he could. He said that he got 95% of the remaining tumor, but then there was that residual 5% he couldn't reach, and it was still producing hormones. So I had that surgery in May 26th of 2023. My first surgery was like February something 2022. So it's like from my diagnosis to now, it's been about 3 years, and I had a surgery in 2022, surgery in 23, and then radiation in 24, and this is like the last line of treatment. Other than that, it's just medications, possibly for the rest of my life, but depending on how effective this radiation was, I'll be done possibly with medication. But anyway, the reason I needed radiation was because the tumor particles or cells that were left were still producing growth hormone, which is like super shitty and annoying. But I was taking Somatuline Depot, which is an injection for this condition, and you get it once a month. But my hormone levels were still elevated even with the medication, so that's when my endocrinologist recommended radiation. So I went back to MD Anderson because they have like specialists for this, and I saw an amazing doctor, and she decided that basically there's two options for the treatment of this. There is gamma knife surgery, which is radiation surgery, and then there's what I did, which is the 28 treatments, which was not ideal because I live in Austin, Texas, so we had to basically move to Houston, Texas for 5.5 weeks to do this. And the reason why I had to do 28 treatments instead of 1 is because the residual tumor that was left was only 1.8 millimeters away from my optic nerve when it needed to be 2 millimeters away. So the reason for that is because optic nerve is like your vision and your sight. So there's like swelling. So my brain like did swell and my nerves are irritated, but they can't do gamma knife surgery if it's too close to your optic nerve, obviously. I realized I forgot to show you guys my radiation mask, so I'm just gonna insert this in the video. And I also had like a small clip of me in the actual radiation machine because one of the therapists was like super chill and he let me take a video. So I'm gonna put that here so that you can see it. And then here's my mask. So they put this on my head so that I can't move. And then they radiate me, and each treatment was like 10 to 15 minutes. But yeah, this is why I have indentations like on my forehead. It's because they put this on really tight, obviously, and you have a mouth guard too, so that's what those holes are. But they put it on basically so that the radiation goes exactly where they want it to and it can't move. Yeah, my treatments were short and they always play music. They like ask you what you want to listen to, and everyone was super nice. So yeah, they did the 28 treatments. I finished today. And I would say the treatment went pretty well. I did have pain though. Like for example, I would say in weeks 3 and 4, I had to up my dose of Lyrica, which is a nerve pain medication. I used to take 200 milligrams nightly. Like I've been on this for a while since I've had the surgeries, and like it's by my nerves and stuff, so there's irritation. But I had to go from 200 milligrams nightly to 600 milligrams broken up throughout the day, so it'll be like morning, noon, and night. And that's because radiation is inflammatory and my brain is inflamed, my nerves are irritated, so that causes pain. And because of the area, which is like right here, I would get like this nerve pain coming like through my eye, kind of like above here. Sometimes it would like run down the back of my head and like my neck, just because nerves like go different places. I don't really know like the science terms, like all the doctors kind of told me, but that was not ideal. I had trouble sleeping because I was in pain. What else? Like they just give you pain medication. Usually it's like hydrocodone and Tylenol, which is Norco. When my pain got really bad, they prescribed me like, I think it was morphine pills, like hydromorphone. I didn't take it though, because I was like, okay, like my head hurts, but I'm just gonna like thug it out because that's a little too much. Like I just didn't want to take that. But everyone at MD Anderson was very kind to me. I loved the radiation therapists that I saw. They were super impactful in my treatment. So were the nurses, the doctors. It's just like everyone here is amazing and super helpful, very responsive. I would recommend, like, if you have cancer or a brain tumor or a pituitary adenoma like what I have, if you can get treated here, like do a self-referral, because this level of care was so much better than what I received in Austin, which, like, not to shit on Austin doctors, but they're just not as good. Like MD Anderson was way better for me. So that's my personal recommendation. This time in my life was really difficult. I found out I was gonna need radiation like in the beginning of the year. It was like a couple days after New Year's, so that's obviously like not an ideal way to ring in the new year, you know. But I feel comfortable talking about it now. I don't want to talk about it before or during treatment. Also, there were no YouTube videos posted because I just was very unhappy. I was sad about this. I was sad about other things in my life. But now that I'm done, I just feel like there's a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, and I am very pleased with the results. From a radiation treatment perspective, the side effects of this treatment are the pain, the nerve pain, the inflammation in the brain, the irritation of the nerves. They said my hair might thin, but my hair didn't thin literally at all. Like nothing fell out. And I told my radiologist that, and she said I probably just have like really strong, like resilient hair follicles. And I told her, you know, like my grandma, she went through chemo and radiation and didn't lose her hair, so it probably runs in the family, which is like really nice. I was very concerned about the hair loss just because, you know, I am very emotionally attached. I get balayage. I do a lot with my hair. Like, it's kind of like an expression of personality. So I was really happy that I didn't lose any hair. But overall, my treatment went well. If you have specific questions, leave them in the comments. I feel like I covered everything, and if you want my backstory, then watch all the other videos in the playlist. But I feel like I gave y'all like a brief overview. First line treatment for acromegaly or pituitary adenoma is surgery, and then after that, for the hormone secreting tumors, it's surgery. They try medication for the IGF-1 secreting tumors, and then if that doesn't work, they do radiation, and the radiation has a 60% chance of completely normalizing my hormones. Also, my radiologist said like the odds are heavily in my favor because they knew exactly where to target, because they targeted the cells that were left. So she said hopefully like this is it and it works. And a very, very small percentage of people have to do radiation again, but she told me like basically don't worry about it. Like, she's very confident in everything that's happened and the treatment, and the full effects of radiation won't be seen for, my endocrinologist said, like a couple months to a year, just because it takes time for those cells to die off. So I had the radiation, and then I'll still continue my monthly injection for a couple months while I keep doing tests. I'm very like closely monitored during this whole thing, just because I have an amazing care team, and I will say like I'm very thankful for my parents and for all of the doctors, and I feel like, you know, God like directed this whole thing. Like, everything happened for a reason. I got put with the doctors that I have for a reason, and it all just like worked out really well. So I'm super happy today. I'm also thankful for all of you guys who have like messaged me and reached out and just shown support through this difficult time. Yeah, that's the end of this video. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram if you want, and TikTok. I definitely post more on Instagram and TikTok now just because it's like short form content. All my links and stuff for the playlists and my socials will be in the description box below. But that is all for today, so I'll see y'all next time.